These beautiful bonbons have a cream cheese filling with vanilla and lemon, a raspberry gel, and a crunchy crust to die for. And the design is made with hot water. Start with the raspberry gel. Please don't stir, otherwise the gel will not be clear. I use agar-agar for a nice consistency. When the sugar has melted, strain the berries through a fine measured sieve. That takes about half an hour in the fridge. Then take the juice, boil it with the agar-agar. Cool it, blend it, done. To get a real clear gel, it's important that you don't apply any pressure to the berries in the fridge. Just let them strain. Next up is the digestive crust. Take some digestive biscuits, some brown sugar, blend, heat some butter until brown, mix, blend again. Roll out between two baking sheets. Cut, cool, ready. Make sure that the crusts can fit into your bonbons. Don't cut them too big. Now the cream cheese filling. Put all the ingredients in a pot, not the chocolate. Heat until about 85 degrees. Melt the chocolate in a microwave, the white chocolate. Put the hot cream on top of the chocolate. Emulsify with a blender, with a stick blender. Cool until 28 to 30 degrees Celsius. Ready for use. And of course, the full recipe is in the description. Also links where you can buy ingredients. If your filling gets too cold, it's difficult to pop. When the crunchy crust has set, put the discs in an airtight container until later use. The leftover bits and pieces, well, just eat them. Now for the design. I use the Iwata Haarline Total Control with an 0.5mm nozzle. The cocoa butter is tempered. Watch my videos on tempering cocoa butter. Mold temperature should be at 18 degrees. Mine are a lot warmer, they're about 22, and that's not perfect, you will see. The noise you hear in the background is the compressor. Sorry about that, guys. As you can see, the cocoa butter runs back into the mold. That is because the mold is not cold enough. It should be at 18 degrees. My molds are about 22 to 24 degrees. I just wanted to show you that you easily can do this design at home. Just use a brush. Brush first a thin layer. When the layer has set, you brush a second layer. When you use a spray gun, you don't need to do more than one layer. So now for the actual design with hot water or steam. The best result is when using a shower head. I don't have that, so I will try first with steam, and after that I will try with a spray bottle with hot water. So here, important, the steam is really hot. The best result actually is when putting a towel on top of it. Just wait until you can see the cocoa butter starts dripping and you see air gaps in the cocoa butter. Then you use some cold water to set the cocoa butter. After that, you remove the water with air. If you don't have air to remove the water, then don't do this design. Water and chocolate is not good together. First time I heard about making a bonbon design with hot water is a guy who's called Christian Dante. I think he's a German. He makes some pretty nice designs. And a guy who's called Andrei Dubovik. He is my all-time favorite. I'm very much inspired by him. You should look him up and pay for some of his classes. This guy is absolutely brilliant. Important is to let the cocoa butter set, maybe even overnight. The best result is definitely when you have a shower head. I don't have that in my kitchen, so I use what I have got. Then remove the water with some air. I use my airbrush for that. Then use a brush, a dry brush, and brush on the Pavoni gold powder. It's very important at this point that your molds are totally dry. You will take the excessive gold powder off later on. As you can see, I make half the designs with gold powder and the other half just with white chocolate. Now we're making the actual shells. I use a W2 Colorbound white chocolate for this, and I added a little bit more cocoa butter. The chocolate is still a little bit viscous. I actually like it a little bit less viscous. Important is that the mold temperature is not too cold, because you have the risk that the chocolate will not connect to your cocoa butter. It's a good idea to use a hairdryer and just heat a little bit the molds before you put in the chocolate. That's a very good idea. It will connect better with the cocoa butter. Best room temperature when making bonbons is about 18 degrees. That's quite cold. If the room temperature is above that, you need to work very fast. If the room temperature is above 24, don't do bonbons. It's gonna be very difficult for you to make nice and thin shells. Wait until the shells have set. If you put them in the fridge, they will set quite fast. Best cooling temperature is always 16 degrees. Remember that. So when they have set, take them out, put in the filling. First the raspberry gel and then the cream cheese filling. The cream cheese filling shouldn't be too cold, otherwise it's going to be difficult for you to put the filling on top of the raspberry gel. So make the filling when everything is ready. I think these bonbons can keep in the fridge for up to 10 days. Remember to leave space for the crusts, and after that you also need space for the chocolate, for the bottoming. Be careful not to cut these crusts too big, otherwise it will not fit. Press them slightly down and remember a little space for the chocolate. So now the filling has been cooled for like half an hour in the fridge. The molds have been taken out. The temperature is now 22 to 24 degrees. Otherwise the chocolate will set too fast. The chocolate is a milk chocolate. It's called 823 from Callebaut. Put the chocolate on top, like I did. Put a chocolate sheet on top, cut in the right size, and start scraping the excessive chocolate off. Just scrape everything off. Gives you a very nice and shiny finish. And of course, all the leftover chocolate I use for other designs. Nothing gets wasted. It's also a good idea to use a hairdryer to heat the surface of the bonbons slightly. That makes the chocolate for the bottoming connecting better. Cool the chocolates at 5 degrees for about 2 hours, then you are ready to unmold them, or at 16 degrees overnight. 16 degree is always the best solution. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the design made with water. I hope you will be back for more. I will try to make some more designs with water. I like it very much. I think it's pretty cool. The taste of this bonbon is one of the best tastes I've done so far, and I will do more. So I hope you will be back. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button for more. Bye bye.